So here's the thing that really excited me about being 18. Is the fact that the world is mine.
Yes, it's yours.
I can just get out. Like, starting youth perspective when I was younger, it was amazing, but one of the most irritating things ever was the fact that I can't just get on the train at 15 and go to London.
Exactly, you can't.
I'm sure some people do, but it depends where you are, you know, it depends how well versed you are with travel, and I wasn't.
Yes.
So, well, now that I'm older, it means that I can really pursue my dreams.
What is something very, very different, the way you feel when you were that age? We did the video 2 years ago. What's something that's completely changed for you?
Me. Sorry, that's a very big answer. I would say I was a lot more confident when I did that video.
Oh.
I think my confidence, I felt for a bit like I'd lost it. I think it's just changed, and the context in which it's changed, because I was a lot more energetic. You guys remember how I used to introduce my videos? The OGs will know this and be like, welcome back to my channel. Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. And I don't do that anymore, and it to the point where it makes me feel a little uncomfortable to do that.
Yeah.
Which is strange, because at that point it felt very me, and now it doesn't anymore. And kind of getting used to the change of who I am. I was going on a tangent.
No, it's good to enjoy that.
My confidence has changed in the sense that I think socially I'm not as outgoing. I'm more cautious. I think the world definitely does wound you, and as much as you can try to avoid that, you can't, but you sort of have to kind of learn to still go out there. But I do think I'm less outgoing. I think I'm more confident in my abilities now. I'm more confident in, even if I don't think I'm very smart, I'm very confident in the amount of self-discipline I have. I know that I will work at something really, really hard. And so, I don't know, it's like if my confidence before was kind of like buzzing and lots of different lights, it's now like a very calm sea that just like exists inside me. That sounds very poetic.
That's so poetic. Well done. Very cool. Yeah.
But yeah, what about you? What's something that's changed?
Well, I think what you were saying is really, really clever in the way that you were putting it. It's really smart the way you're saying it. And I love the way that you're like, instead of looking at the negative point of it, you're looking at like, I've changed in this way. Like, for example, filming in public, filming on places.
We had to work up to this.
Yeah, and you've got that confidence that you didn't have before, which is really impressive. So you've swapped it, you've moved it into ways. And it's always good, I think, you shouldn't be too cautious meeting people. But you should be also like a bit, does that make sense? It's sensible not being like, oh yay, and then finding out they're insane.
And I think this relates to friendship, but one thing I'm really learning is that not everybody needs access to you and your information. Just because you're doing something, just because you're somewhere, not everyone needs to know. It's nice to tell people, but I think there's a virtue in telling people who will celebrate with you. And also, even if it's a wonderful thing that you could share with people, knowing that you don't have to. You're not entitled to information about me, and it feels like I've taken back power over me as a person and my information and what's going on with me, and that I have more control over who has access to me, and in turn that keeps me safer and it protects me as a person. And I think that also helps with my confidence, because I know you don't know anything more than what I would feel comfortable with knowing.
Exactly, which is a good
and
thing.
That's a boundary that I've put there.
It's
boundaries, people.
Boundaries, set them up. But that's really good that you know when to set a boundary and when to open up, which is,
It saves you a lot of heartache as well. It's so easy to kind of, especially when you're younger, overshare. I'm a very open person, and with that, it's easy to overshare. I've learned now to be open and not overshare.
Yeah.
We're still working on it. There's still moments, but it's very easy to overshare. And besides the horrible feeling it leaves me with, I don't know if that's the same for everyone, then people can use information in interesting ways.
Yeah.
So it's just nicer. You feel more alive as well.
Do you feel more alive?
I feel more alive.
Okay, well then I'll say I feel more alive too.
In like a very weird sense. I don't know if it's as you get older you're more self-aware, and I feel a lot more self-aware. Like even with all the opportunities in uni, I'm just like, I can go and do this thing. How cool is that?
That's fantastic.
I can just walk there and be there and pay, and I'm there.
And that's you. That's you doing that.
Yeah. And I can make stuff happen, and I feel like that's something that, especially in school, that you lack. You can feel a bit powerless as a child, and you can feel a bit powerless in the institutions you're in. Homeschooling, I don't think made me feel this way.
Yeah.
So like, be home ed people.
Yeah.
But as I get older, I feel more in control of things, and it's very nice feeling, not because I need to control everything, some things you just need to let spin the way they're spinning within reason. But it's so cool to think, you know, I can get up tomorrow and I can go and do this, and I can actually like make effort with my degree and do well, and it's from me, and it's no one else has control over the grade but me. It's a lot of responsibility. It's scary in a way, but when you realize that the only thing that's stopping you from achieving everything you want is literally just you, then I feel that's very cool. Let's be honest, guys, there's always a solution to everything.
Yep, always.
In my opinion. And if your imagination is not coming up with it, you know, connect with somebody and see what they have to say, because there's always someone about. There's always somebody who'd be willing to help you. There's always somebody who will have an idea of how you can help you. So money is never the problem. There are always solutions to making what you want happen, even if it doesn't play out the way you want it exactly. You can still make that possible. I don't know if you have a different opinion.
No, I think that's very clever. Basically, you're saying anything is possible. No, I think that's a
responsible adult, guys.
Responsible. Let me
drink
check.
your water.
Drink water. We've got time. So no, I agree. I think anything is possible. Like if you believe in yourself and you do you. I think. Wait, can you elaborate on that and say more? Because it was very interesting.
Sure. Everyone I've interviewed so far in youth perspective, they've had their fair share of trials. For example, Mel, you know, she's an author. If you've not watched it, what are you doing with your life? Go watch it.
Watch it? Watch it now.
You know, where are you at?
Yeah.
But, you know, she's moved country. Like, for some people, they would think, oh, you know, no, I can't write the story. I'm not in the right place. What have you? And she's taken herself. She's made it possible for her to go and be, I'm pretty sure she's in Thailand.
Wow.
And she's writing a book, and she's documenting her experiences of writing the book, and she's making that happen, you know. Max Risinger is up and down the country doing his different things, and he's just contacting people. Hey, I'm going here, you know, do you have accommodation? You don't always know every part of these people's stories. Sometimes somebody does have financial backing, which helps them be able to go and do something, or they have contacts. It's not always as cut and dry as you think, but at the same time, as I said, the biggest thing stopping you from achieving what you want is you.
Yourself, yeah.
Any idea you have. If you want to start a fashion brand, you might sit here and think, oh, I don't have fabric, I don't have clothes, I don't know how to sew. Someone knows how to sew though, okay?
Yeah.
You just have to break it down to what you need. You need promotion. Instagram exists, yeah?
Exactly.
Word of mouth exists. Word of mouth is easier than Instagram. A lot of subscribers I've got, and I've just said to people in conversation, oh yeah, I have a YouTube channel. And let me subscribe.
Yeah, exactly.
Making the clothes. Networking is so valuable, because then when you need someone who makes clothes, you know someone who makes clothes.
Exactly, and be like, hey, can you
you can find them on. Sorry, go ahead.
No, they were just saying, like, you have someone who finds clothes, they make the clothes.
If you need money, GoFundMe exists.
It does exist.
YouTube exists. Even documenting your experience so people understand why you're doing what you're doing, which will make them more keen to help you. Like, for me personally, I know not everybody kind of thinks this way, and I think there are people who are very optimistic, and there are people who are not, and they're good at other things. But even if you're not an optimistic person, if you break your idea down, there is a way to achieve everything. If you want to go and ride a unicorn, I can't help you very much.
Well, you need to find a horse, get some sort of genetics. Yeah.
But I think there are a few things in life that aren't so feasible, but there's always a way.
Always.
Even if, you know, you might think, oh, I want to start a brand and I want to build a shop in London, yeah? Your shop might not end up being in London. Your shop might start off in your little town, or you might not even have a shop, it might be online.
Yeah, online.
It's not quite what you wanted it to be, but it still exists. And if you keep going, that's why I said consistency. If you just keep going with whatever you're doing, and it's a good idea, it will work.
It will.
And even if it doesn't work, it doesn't mean it was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Sometimes ideas just don't work, but you have to keep trying. From my experience, I've had a few ideas. Youth perspective is not the only thing I've ever done, and I can say that from what I've done from my life. Why is this wasp trying to harass us? Like,
is there a wasp? Where's the wasp? He's gone.
It's just always a way. Even you with your film, because at some point you would just I don't want to say average. No, it's average. No,
I'm the average? No. You think I'm the average?
Gosh, no. But, like, at some point, you were a 15, 16, 17-year-old vibing.
Yeah, no, I was never 15, actually. I skipped that year. I wasn't there at that time, no.
But at some point, you were a girl existing. Yeah. So I didn't know who you were. You didn't know who I was.
Yeah.
You were doing your thing.
I was a nobody. You were up there. Making YouTube videos. Yes, I just didn't exist.
I wasn't anyone.
You are someone. You've always got, you've got the channel, you've got the Instagram, very cool.
Thank you.
Follow her.
At some point, guys, like, I want to zoom in this bit, so let's just stare at the camera. follow. But at some point I wasn't doing this stuff. I didn't always have youth perspective. God willing, if it blows up, people be like, you just went to stardom. No, I didn't. There were points when I was grinding.
For this. You worked for
grinding,
this.
you know.
Yes.
And the same for you. Even though you're not seeing your film yet, it's a process.
Yeah.
And you're still going, but at some point it wasn't there, and yet you've made it possible. Opportunities coming from it. I'm sure someone somewhere be like, oh, you know, your age working with this person. No, that would never happen. But yet you're here and you're living proof that it is possible.
Thank you. People, yes.
And the people I interview are living proof that if you chase your dreams,
they'll come true, and you're making your dreams come true.
So I just genuinely think, if I've learned anything from the last 18 years of my life, is whatever you want to make happen, make it happen, but you have to believe that you can get there, because no one else will. No one can see your dreams.
No one can.
No one can understand the vision and the ideas in your head as well as you. And that doesn't mean people won't support you. They might support you, but sometimes it can be frustrating, especially as content creators, because nobody knows what you're doing. And they're just there like, so what are you doing? You know, what's this? Why are you not over here? Why are you not going to work a normal job? Why are you taking pictures?
Because cool. She's cool. I'm just putting my jacket on. Very cold.
That's okay. Yeah. Georgina's also very cool.
Oh, I think you know you're cooler.
I'm not. See, this is what we fight about, guys.
Fight, gets violent down the line.
It does. Yeah. But not everyone's gonna understand, and people will discourage you, and it will be discouraging at points. But you just gotta keep going.
Exactly.
And usually, if you try, things turn out well. Even with my rap, I literally went there. I didn't want to audition.
That was cool. That was so cool, wasn't it?
Thank you. I didn't want to audition. I wasn't going that morning. I woke up and I thought, I can't be bothered to try this, because I'd been trying lots of different stuff and it hadn't been working, and I was very fed up. And I went. And I actually messed up on the audition, and they still had me, and
you were amazing.
They still accepted me, and now I have a video of me rapping on stage, and I think it's one of the coolest archives I have.
It's very cool.
And maybe I don't become a rapper, I don't know.
Maybe you would. I'll be like, yeah, what's up?
He's like,
hey.
Guys, out here chasing opportunity. Make sure you be who you can be. Your dreams are not out of reach. Just go and teach yourself to believe. Believe. It is the time of your life. Do not enter into strife.
What was that?
I don't find any good, guys.
That was very good.
Very good. Don't comment that down below.
Don't cut it out. I'll be here like.
I'll leave it in.
Good. Very good.
If you didn't like it, don't comment. Just, you know.
You're encouraging them. Imagine if that was the only comments, just because we've encouraged.
Comment down below. So, Georgina, the moral of this video was,
go to Leamington. Back on the past, seeing how you are then and now, and how you've improved, how you've gotten better, things that you can do now that you can't do before.
And keep improving. Advice from two 18-year-olds just chasing their dreams out here, guys.
Keep improving. Don't go to jail.